It's okay. Just wrapped up our Saturday class here, and I want to shoot the video for our warm-up week of February 1st. So we're going to begin just getting some of the kind of twists and look over your shoulder. Just want to keep the motion nice and smooth. Keep your arms nice and relaxed. We don't have to go for speed. We can maybe twist a little bit snappier and let the arms kind of pop up. But I want you to follow the shoulder and just get a little bit of a rotation through the trunk. You can get the kind of coordination to let one of your feet pivot. So whatever direction you're turning, the other foot will kind of lightly pivot. Just allow you to get maybe a little more of a twist, save some of the rotation on your knees. But we're just trying to wake up the trunk, first thing. Those arms kind of come to relax. We're going to do some ostrich bounces. Let's get about 30 of them. Straight legs, just bouncing at the bottom. If you can touch the ground, great. Otherwise, go for your shoes or your shins or your knees. All we want to do is have something to kind of push off once we get to wherever the bottom of your range of motion, that natural elastic bounces. Could even be off the thighs, but a little bit of a bounce wherever that is for you. Just embrace your inner basketball. Nice. After we get those, we're going to do some more twisting and love for the spine. So we're going to twist and reach one direction, twist and reach the other. You're going to round forward, and then you're going to arch back. When you do these twists and reach, wherever you get to, I want you to get to a place where your arm is straight and you have like a slight pause, so don't use momentum. And when you round, tuck your tailbone underneath so that your back is like very round, like you're picking up a giant pumpkin, and then you're going to arch back. Let's get 5 of them. That's the balance. Nice. Then we're going to go for some arm circles. We're going to do them together here. So we're going to start nice and small, rotating backward. As it feels good, we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until we're getting full swings. And we'll get about 8 to 10 full swings. And we'll do the same thing going forward. Nice and easy. Bigger, bigger. This is generally a little more challenging. If you want to get the knees involved to help kind of get that turnaround momentum, we'll get 10 of them here. Nice. Then we're going to get the arms across. So if you can, kind of have the thumbs leading, so as the arms go out to the sides, the thumbs are pointed back, and then as you cross your arms, the thumbs are pointed forward. So the palms go up, palms go down. I'm going to tilt the camera down a little bit for this next one. We're going to get down into a deep lunge. So let's kick your right foot forward, left foot back, and we're just going to get some rotations here. So my back leg here is straight, or as straight as I can, and I'm kind of pivoting over my right foot. I'm going to rotate it 3 to 5 times one direction, 3 to 5 times the other. Then after we get a few of those, I want you to drop it down into a little bit of a pigeon pose. So we're just going to try to lower ourselves down, maybe about 20 to 30 seconds. If you can get your forehead to the floor, great. You can let your arms kind of come out overhead. We're just going to try and sink down into this position. We'll pop back up, and we'll switch legs. So So now I've got my left foot. I'm pivoting over that ankle. Both directions. Drop it down into a little bit of a pigeon pose. As you do this, the more you feel like the stress in your knee, the more I want you to pull your heel towards you. Ideally, there's no pressure in the knee. We're just kind of supporting our body on the shins. And then we should feel a stretch in through the back of your hip, into the glutes there a little bit. It might be a little bit different on each person, but definitely want to avoid putting too much stress at the knee. So if you're feeling that, definitely adjust accordingly. That being said, if you feel like you can open at the knee a little bit higher without placing stress at the knee, then go for it and get a little bit more out of the stretch. Again, trying to lower down, you may find that this side's a little bit more challenging or maybe more available, but just try to spend some time down there. Cool. After we get both sides, we're going to drop down into a squat. Every warm-up, got to have a little bit of time in the squat. So we're bouncing back and forth. Scoot back a little bit. So stay on screen here for the last piece. We're bouncing. Maybe try and do some kind of like circular patterns over your feet. Try and sit up nice and tall. And the final piece here, use the hands as needed, but I want you to lightly kiss your knee to the ground 5 times each direction. I don't know how this video will look, but it almost looks like my legs have disappeared into the rubber mat, at least from this perspective. So that's kind of a cool effect. 5 times each side. Wants to be a real nice, smooth rocking motion up onto the balls of your feet. Lightly touch the ground and then transition back to a flat foot. Back and forth. Again, use the hands if you need it for a little bit of love there on your knees. All right, so enjoy the rest of your warm-up and the workout.